Why is it so difficult for an Indian girl who is getting educated to make a choice for herself? Why is it so difficult for her to speak and voice what she really wants and what she wants to do and how she should live her life? I joke with my husband that I got my marriage certificate first and I got my graduation certificate later. He said, तेरे जैसे चिल्लर तो बहुत भरे पड़े हैं मार्केट में, तेरा इंटरव्यू कोई क्यों लेगा? My opinions didn't matter, that I didn't matter. It was during this time. Hi, I'm Kashish Chhabria. I was born and brought up in Mumbai. I was 19 years old when I got married. It was an arranged marriage. As children, when growing up in the Indian society, we are taught to respect elders, to listen to them, to obey them, not to back answer them. And why not? It should be that way. But the question here arises, up to what extent? I joke with my husband that I got my marriage certificate first and I got my graduation certificate later. It was during this time that I started to feel that I did not have a voice of my own, that my opinions didn't matter, that I didn't matter. And I was in this never-ending rabbit hole of suffering because I did not know what to do, whom to go to, and what should I even confide about. So I kept suffering silently in that rabbit hole for many, many months. My self-esteem suffered, my courage suffered, and I suffered. But here's what happened then. I wanted to do something different. As a child, I always wanted to own a preschool. I wanted to begin with my own preschool. But I did not know how to, because the immediate next pressure was, why don't you have a child of your own? So the vulnerable me gave in, and I became a mother at the age of 21 years. Surrounded by chaos, 24/7 work of home, baby, no sleep, feeling terrible, and my dreams down the drain. But वो कहते हैं ना, जब दिल जिद्दी होता है, तब कुछ भी आसान हो जाता है. ठीक उसी तरह, I pursued my education. I completed my ECCED and Montessori course after my baby. But it was not easy. It was not easy to balance home, my child, and my dreams. So I kept working late night hours with barely 3 hours and 4 hours of sleep while working on my dreams. But then I realized this is not exactly what I wanted to do. I want to do something better. I want to help people. And I was counseling people more, counseling parents more than actually doing my job. I realized I had a bigger calling. I got myself educated further with a lot of difficulty, क्योंकि हमारे इंडियन समाज में थोड़े गॉड सेंट लोग होते हैं जिनका नाम होता है रिलेटिव्स. जब उनका प्रेशर बढ़ता है तब आपका दिमाग काम करना बंद हो जाता है. And exactly so, family members and relatives started pressurizing me. This? You want to do this? Really? And I told them, yes, I wanted to do this. But somehow, again, I had to yet fight back. Somehow, again, I was in that tight, vulnerable spot, did not know what to do. Why is it so difficult for an Indian girl who is getting educated to make a choice for herself? Why is it so difficult for her to speak and voice what she really wants and what she wants to do and how she should live her life? Aren't we humans too? Don't we have the same desires too? So with that, I completed my master's in psychology. I became a mental health counselor. And with that, I started to help people. But the turning point was when my confidence and courage came crashing down because I lost a baby on the way. I was pregnant, and due to some circumstances, I could not give birth to my child. and I felt guilty. I know the pain of losing a child, and my heart goes out to those who have lost one. It was very difficult to gather myself because when you are at your lowest low, सब आपका advantage लेने की कोशिश करते हैं. Somehow, I gathered myself and I started moving ahead on my journey. It was during this time that I contacted one of my uncles who was working for Times of India, and I asked him, Uncle, I need to get my inputs for mental health inside Times of India because I want people to be aware about how one can overcome the silent suffering. He told me a line that I will never forget on call, and he said, तेरे जैसे चिल्लर तो बहुत भरे पड़े हैं मार्केट में, तेरा इंटरव्यू कोई क्यों लेगा? Pennies like you are found so many in the market. Why will someone want to interview you? I was shocked, to say the least. And remember, Indian society, elders' respect. I did not back answer him because I did not have the courage to answer back to him. But एक चीज हुई थी इतने समय में, मेरे अंदर का रिबेल जाग उठा था. So in a very polite way, I gathered myself again, and in a very polite way, I told him, you know what, uncle, just wait for 3 months. Your journalist will come to me, will take my interview, and will publish my article, my inputs for this article inside Mumbai Mirror, all for free. My uncle snubbed. He laughed, and he kept the phone. कई बार ये ऐसा होता है that वो कोई भी चीज बोलने के बाद हम बाद में ही रियलाइज करते कि हमने बोला क्या. Exactly वही हुआ. I held my head कि मैंने क्या कह दिया, क्योंकि मेरे पास तो कोई contacts नहीं. I didn't have any contacts. I didn't have anyone to go to. Whom should I even go to? But here's what I did. For the first time ever, I started to believe in myself. I did not have anyone to fall back upon, anything to fall back upon. No experience, no contacts, no networking, nothing. It was during this time that I started to make videos on mental health, on self-help, and on personal development. I would receive a lot of mockery, a lot of ridicule by my own family members and cousins for making videos. The moment I would pick up a phone to create a video, they would comment, अब ये मोबाइल से वीडियो बनाएगी, हमें पकाएगी. She will bore us with her videos. But I gave a deaf ear. Exactly within 3 months, the Mumbai Mirror journalist came to me. She took my interview. She published my picture with my quote inside Mumbai Mirror, all for free. And the first person that I called up after that article was published was my uncle. And he told me a line that I will never forget. He told me, I was sure you will do it. I said, yeah, I'm sure. I learned a lesson that day, that the world will support you when you don't need their support. And you have to be your own spine until then, and even beyond. And that's when I said, if this is what it is, if this is how life goes, I am ready to be my own support, because I knew that someone is looking at me. Someone was learning from me. My child would look at me, imitate me, and learn exactly the way I live and conduct my life. During this time, in the year 2019, I got the most surprising call of my life. I was approached by a set of people who were observing my work, and they told me this, ma'am, we have been observing your work over 8 months, and we are happy to tell you that you have been invited to Delhi to receive an honorary award for the contribution that you have made to the society through your videos. So, in November 2019, I was awarded with the Rex Karmaveer Chakra Award and the Global Fellowship Award in association with the United Nations for my contribution to the society in the form of videos on mental health, self-help, and personal development. And it was during this time that my YouTube channel started getting momentum. Just fast forward to a few months later, my YouTube channel got monetized. It was that time that all the lips were zipped. All the mouths that were making fun of me, who were ridiculing me, who were laughing at me, had no option but to keep quiet. कहते हैं ना, अगर आप कोई भी चीज़ को इतनी शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात जुड़ जाती है उसे आपको मिलाने में. It is exactly the same feeling that I had when I was walking on this journey. I was walking on this path. I knew I was on the right path because I was impacting lives. I was a catalyst of helping people. I get goosebumps even when I tell you this today, when I share with you today that we live not for ourselves, we live to help each other. And जो इंसान ये सीक्रेट जल्दी जान ले, उसकी जिंदगी संवर जा सकती है, उसके बच्चों की जिंदगी संवर सकती है. So here I am, living my purpose, living my mission every single day. So with this, I want to tell you, whoever tells you or whoever bullies you into believing or telling you that you are not good enough, you cannot do it, take their opinions, yes, and throw it out of the window. Throw it out of the window, because you have the power to choose. The way I made a choice for myself not to listen. So if you are someone who is stuck somewhere, it is your message, it is a message for you. Do not let anyone tell you what you have to do or what you don't have to do. It's your life. Own your voice, use the power of your voice, because if you don't, then who will? Thank you.
Josh Talks is now a Spotify exclusive podcast. The audio version of our talks will be available only on Spotify. If you like this video and you like to listen to more inspiring stories like this, please follow the Josh Talks podcast only on Spotify.
अगर आप भी इस वीडियो के एंड तक पहुंच गए हैं तो मेरी तरह ही आप भी इंस्पायर जरूर हुए होंगे. आपको भी मोटिवेशन मिली होगी अपने सपनों को पूरा करने की. दोस्तों, सपने तो हम सभी देखते हैं, लेकिन हम में से कुछ ही लोग अपने सपनों को पूरा करने में सक्सेसफुल हो पाते हैं. मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूं कि जो भी इंसान अपने गोल्स को अचीव करने में सक्सेसफुल होता है, उन सभी में कुछ कॉमन स्किल्स होती हैं, जैसे कि अच्छी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, जो कि स्पोकन इंग्लिश से आती हैं. और दोस्तों, हम सभी इस स्किल को मास्टर करके अपनी लाइफ में आगे बढ़ सकते हैं जोश स्किल्स ऐप के साथ. इस ऐप में हम 1 by 1 वोकैबुलरी के नए वर्ड्स, ग्रामर प्रैक्टिसेस, रीडिंग और राइटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस के साथ साथ अपने जैसे अन्य हजारों स्टूडेंट्स के साथ ऑनलाइन इंग्लिश में लाइव बात करके अपनी इंग्लिश को वर्ल्ड क्लास बना सकते हैं. आज ही अपनी सक्सेस की तरफ पहला कदम लें भारत के नंबर 1 स्पोकन इंग्लिश ऐप जोश स्किल्स के साथ.